So I want to start by acknowledging something that might be a little hard to believe sometimes. Not a single person is immune to insecurities. Not your friends, not your colleagues, not even your boss. Keep this in mind. No matter how confident someone looks on the outside, you have no clue what's actually going on the inside. Very likely they have some of the same insecurities, self doubts, worries, concerns about what other people think about them, just as you do, or they have at some point in their life. No one in humanity is exempt from having some level of insecurity or self doubt. So think about it this way. Have you ever looked at somebody in your life? Maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's a friend, and you've just looked at them and thought, like, man, I wish I could just be as confident as they are. I wish I could be more like them. Maybe it's that colleague who speaks up in meetings and seems so confident. Maybe it's that friend who seems to be so relaxed in social settings. It's easy to assume that just because they seem so comfortable in those settings, that they have everything figured out and somehow they don't have any insecurities or any self-doubt. Not everybody is in the same phase of life at the same time. So it is possible that a person you're interacting with has really worked through a lot of those insecurities already, and they really are in a more confident place in their life. But that doesn't mean at one time they weren't struggling in a very similar way to you with self doubts or insecurities. So here's the truth: appearances can really be deceiving. Just because someone looks like they're exuding confidence does not mean that they never struggle, does not mean that they don't have any inner thoughts that you're not aware of. In fact, a lot of times, the people who exude that most confidence on the outside, or they kind of look like they have it all together on the outside, really have a lot of inner struggles that they don't let anyone see. Like maybe your boss is really worried about how other people view him. He's worried that he may look incompetent, and he really stresses a lot about the decisions that he makes. Or maybe your friend is really not as confident in those social settings as you think. They just don't like to show it. Or that colleague who looks really confident at work, maybe they are confident at work, but maybe in other social situations or at home, they're not confident at all. So work is just the one place that they actually feel good about themselves. You never know when somebody could really be battling feelings of inadequacy behind closed doors. Maybe you're one of these people. Maybe you're a person who on the outside looks confident to others, but really inside you're really battling a lot of overthinking, self-doubt, and insecurity. So the point is, before we get into this course, I really want you to understand that every single one of us are humans. If you go into situations really acknowledging that all of us are human, that we all make mistakes, that we all have insecurities, it can really change your perspective about others and about yourself. So consider this: we all have strengths, we all have weaknesses, we all have insecurities at some point in our life. Everybody just displays it a little bit differently. And while it is important to respect, certain people's authority or their position, really recognizing that no single person is better than you, that they all have issues that they're dealing with, that could really help you a lot as you embrace this journey, as you set your mind to doing some of these skills to get yourself more confident. We have to first by we have to first start by changing our mindset about who we are and about others. You can't see yourself as so vastly different than other people. Like I said, those who might appear confident maybe really aren't underneath. Or if they really are confident, they likely have gotten to that place because they've overcome some kind of insecurity, and they're not looking on you, looking down on you. They're likely seeing somebody who they used to be, or they're seeing an insecurity that they used to have as well. Now, of course, there are negative people out there. There's people that are discouraging. There's people that are going to hate on you. There's people that are going to try to tear you down. And I think I say this a couple different times throughout this course. Healthy people do not tear down other people. There is no way that if the person is tearing you down, there's no way that they're actually confident. So keep that in mind too. Having natural ups and downs, natural, self-doubts, some insecurities is really a part of being human. It's just a normal part of the human experience. So instead of getting stuck comparing yourself to others, really focus on your own personal journey of growth. That's what you're here for. You're here to focus on yourself and really grow yourself. And in the process, that's hopefully going to open yourself up to people and hopefully grow your relationships with other people as well. But as far as this process goes, really stop comparing yourself to others. You're not going to be in the same exact place, be at the same exact phase of life as everybody else, but also remembering that you are not alone. You are just experiencing something that is common to the human experience, but that you may be struggling with a little bit more than some people around you. Practice self-compassion. Celebrate the small victories, and just remember that it's okay to not be perfect. So I'm so glad that you've joined me on this journey, and I'm really looking forward to hearing about your progress.